Welcome to the stream. We gotta stop dancing. All right, let's get some things ready to roll today because today's episode of our stream or stream show part ep. I don't know what you call a stream, whatever it is. We're gonna make my base less ugly today, and it's something that I very, very much have been neglecting to do, and it's part of my like. What should I call this? The music's a little loud, but this is a pre-stream. It's okay. I'm trying to think of what I'm gonna call this particular like thing I've been doing for the last week, like Hermitcraft beautification. That's what it is. Hermitcraft beautification. That's what we're gonna call this. So let's take a quick fly as we're kind of letting everybody file in for today's stream and getting all set up here. Let's take a look at the beautification project. So, as you guys know, I've been working very, very, very hard over here on Ren's and Tango's super awesome base. So I finished off Tango's back section of his base, and then for Ren's last section over here, I've got some trees down. I've got all of the dirt installed, so I need to add maybe a good, maybe 20 more trees, maybe something along like that. What resource pack is this? It is of my own making. I'm sure a beautiful mod can put it in there. Oh, geez, I'm dropping pens. But as you guys can see, I got the trees all assembled, got the plants, all those wonderful things in that area. And then on this side over here, got this whole mountain built up, and of course, completely changed up the back section there. So that's looking super good. Whoa, we're gonna crash. Yep, we're gonna crash. And then down here, check this out, guys. Look at that. It's beautiful. It reminds you of like Thanksgiving, doesn't it? That reminds me of like a pumpkin pie. It totally reminds me of pumpkin pie. But I think this looks really good. So our next phase is this area over here. So we've got to come up with some clever and interesting ways to make this section of the base look nicer from Iskal's base, because I should have titled this stream, "I'm sorry, Iskal, my base is ugly, and I'm going to fix it." That's the title, that's the unofficial title of this stream. I'm sorry, Iskal, because it does look... It's like a bug just flew by me and it was weird and awkward. But as you guys can see, I think this will look good. It's ugly from his base. I feel bad because he has to look at it, and it's not cool. I like the new music. I think it's a good change. We need to mix things up more often. Okay, so that's kind of the gist of kind of what I've been working on lately and getting things set up. So let's start getting ready to start streaming here. So let me bring the music down just a little bit. There we go. And yeah, so how are we all doing today? Hopefully you guys are doing awesome. So what do we got here? Taylor, welcome to the stream. Zapdos, welcome. Jimmy, 2810, welcome to the stream. It's great to have you. When are you going to make the train tunnel? Actually, I did that off camera last night. We're going to take a look at that once we start officially streaming, because
Welcome aboard the USS Good Times. This is your Captain Scar, and I want to thank you for subscribing.
Legions, thank you so much for the resubscription. Can we get some resubscription hype in the chat? Thank you so very, very much. 7 months. That's incredible. 7 months. That is too generous. GTWS hype. Oh, you can't put emotes in the little text box? That makes me sad. But remember, you can spam as many jelly emotes into the chat as you want. You make up for that. Thank you very, very, very much. And Augie, welcome. C1 Lab, welcome to the stream. Dana, welcome. Madden Chan, welcome. Alex, welcome. Atlas the Robot, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's great to have everybody here today because, like I said, I'm really happy about getting some of this stuff done. We've been neglecting it for way too long. Remember, I'm going to show you guys that once we start the stream because it's really cool. Scar, what are you up to today? Unofficially, we're trying to make my base less ugly for Iskal. He's never said anything, but I know deep down inside, like, he hates the way this looks, because I would hate the way that this looks from the outside. So we're gonna fix that. We're gonna fix it. We're gonna fix it. Okay, so we got to get some supplies. So what's this? I don't know what this is. I have to look at what it is. Oh, crystals. I forgot I left that in my inventory because I was over at the Goodwill's Nights Crystal Cave that we had completed today on the YouTubes, and I forgot to put some lights in some of the crystals. So that's what I was doing over there. And so I got that fixed up because it was ugly and I don't like ugly
Welcome
things.
aboard the USS Good Times. This is your Captain Scar, and I want to thank you for subscribing.
Senator Blues, thank you so much for the subscription. Very much appreciated. Can we get some subscriber hype in the chat? Very much appreciated. Thank you so much for the subscription. What have we, 3 months in a row? Thank you so much. You are an artist, man. Thanks for sharing your genius. Well, thank you so much for watching. It's very much appreciated for your support and watching. My break came off again. You know what? I don't understand this. Why is it when I start streaming, my breaks keep coming off and I start wheeling around? I'm making videos, I'm doing crazy stuff. It doesn't happen. Let's see. Scar, why did I get banned for 10 minutes for typing hype with emotes? Most likely, Jack, the Jelly Bot, which is the keeper of the chat, monitors the chat, keeps things safe.
USS Good Times. This is your Captain Scar, and I want to thank you for subscribing.
Morgan Khan, thank you so much for this resubscription. Very, very much appreciated. Can we get some double resubscription hype in the chat? So more resub hype for you, Scar. 1 year of happiness. That's so awesome. 12 months. Thank you so much. You're going to be at the gold by no time. But like I was saying before, the if you spam like, you know, emotes, or if you spam like chat, just spam the chat, the Jelly Bot will just knock it out. It's not personal. It's just the Jelly Bot doesn't like extra spam in the chat. Jelly likes it clean, minimalist, really. I've always found that Jelly prefers a very minimalist, you know, chat, very clean, very precise, ready for action. Lots of Jelly emotes are fine because that's how the Jelly Bot eats. It's very important that you feed a cat because the cat needs nutrition, and a robot, needs nutrition in the form of emotes, and those are only Jelly emotes. We totally need an emote that's just like a jelly snack. Totally got to make that happen. Okay, so why don't we start out the stream? That's right. It's time to start the stream out. Enough lollygagging about. Enough lollygagging about. I like starting the streams flying, and I only have 3 firework rockets. That's a travesty right there. How could I not have an appropriate amount? An appropriate amount. Appropriate amount. That just makes me mad. All right, here we go. Let's fly up here. Click that button, swoop back over there, and welcome to today's live stream. We're here in the wonderful worlds of Hermitcraft, and we're high above the lands where we're going to be terraforming. That's right. Let me just turn around. Wow, I'm like kicking. It's like a kick set at swimming. Like, no, I hated kicking at swimming. I hated. Oh, geez, what the heck? Oh, Wells, your house broke my head. Wells, I broke my head on your shutter. In swimming, I hated like kicks. Oh, jeez, no. Oh, God. Why does this happen? Why does this happen when I stream? I'm like the best flyer till I start streaming. It's just, I don't understand. Life is complicated. I don't like to ask questions. I don't understand. I start streaming, and I cannot fly for the life of me. I don't understand. It literally drives me crazy. Anyway, we're not even going to think about that. We're not even going to think about that. All right. We are going to get started here. We got to get some supplies. We got to get some firework rockets for whatever reason. I can't fly, so I don't know why I would need firework rockets, but alas, I need some firework rockets because a Scar without his wings is no Scar at all. I'm running out of fireworks, and that's kind of sad, to be honest with you. Okay, so what we're going to be doing is we're going to be terraforming the banks, and we're going to need a lot of supplies. So most of my supplies are actually in the cave, and we're going to take a look at those because, as you know, we worked on our cave in our last stream, but unfortunately, it was like the worst because we had, you know, just this pitch darkness, right? And I couldn't see it at all. And I was trying to like figure it out, and it was just coming out terrible. So what I decided to do was I was going to do it off camera, and it came out amazing. And it was so much easier to do off camera because, of course, it was just pitch dark, and I couldn't see. You guys couldn't see. You guys were like begging me, Scar, please take us to the surface. Take us to the surface. So does Mumbo. I don't know. So does Mumbo what? I don't know. I don't know where Mumbo is. He's gone. I don't know. I'm not sure. He must be on a drone adventure. I wish I was on a drone adventure. Can I go on a drone adventure with you, Mumbo? I want to go on a drone adventure with Mumbo. Where is Jelly? Let me look. Jelly is fast asleep on her best and favorite blanket. Yeah, it's true. It's very true. Oh, let's see. Zapdos, how do I get the Scarfail counter to say Scarfail count? Ooh, I didn't know there was a Scar. Oh, that's right, Silver. You were talking about that. To create a Scarfail count. We got to do that. Somebody make magic happen to do that. Okay, so this is the cave, guys. And it's amazing, right? We got to put cats in here to keep all of the creepers out. But this is totally the whole design that I wanted to do. And I want to get your guys' opinion. So start helping me here. I wanted this cave to be pitch dark. I didn't want you to be able to see the back wall. I didn't want you to really see, you know, anything in there other than just pitch darkness. And it totally worked out. Look at this. It's amazing. I'm so happy with the way this has come out. And when you're at a distance, so let's just like shoot ourselves way out here. If you're way over here, look at that. You don't see the back of the wall because, you know, it just looked awkward seeing the back of the wall. Like it didn't look realistic, but having it just pitch dark totally looks great. Tell me that doesn't look amazing. If he says it doesn't look good, I mean, I'll be sad, but it won't really hurt my feelings. Put some torches in so we can see. No, that's not the point, my friend. You got to keep it very dark. That's the point. You got to keep it super dark and mysterious. That's why it's a secret, spooky cave over there. I just need some cobwebs. That's what that needs. Need some cobwebs. Need some cobwebs. But anyway, I got to get some supplies because my supplies are actually in the cave. I don't really like coming in here, to be honest, too much because there's always bad things because it's dark. Because it's dark, there's always bad stuff in the corners. Yeah, totally. It's a spooky cave. And I think using the black different blocks really came out well. And I think we have quite a bit of variety of different shades, and that makes it excellent. All right. Let's see. I'm just grabbing as much as I can here. Why do I have two? I don't need two, but I'm gonna take it. I don't care. I like there was a creeper in there? I hope not. If there was a creeper in there, I'm not coming out. I'm just gonna stay in here for the rest of the stream. I know, I'm sorry guys. I know you wanted to see building and hanging out and all that stuff, but if there's a creeper out there, I'm not going outside. I'm sorry. I'm not going out. Not going out. Not at all. I'll just use one of these things for scaffolding. There we go. Let's roll. All right. Are you sure there's a creeper out here? I don't see anything. I don't see anything, but I'm going to get out of here. I don't know. There could have been an inspector in there, but I don't really know. To the left when you went through the door. Hermitcraft needs a cobweb shop. It really does, my friend. It very much does need a cobweb shop for sure. I've been saying this for a long time. Why don't we have a dirt shop?
Welcome aboard the USS Good Times. This is your Captain Scar, and I want to thank you for subscribing.
I'm gonna butcher your name, but that's a service I provide around here. Ben one. Thank you so much for the subscription. Very much appreciated. Can we get some new subscriber hype in the chat? And let me tell you about the benefits of joining the Scar Squad here. You get access to all the jelly emotes. That's right. You can spam as many of those in the chat as you want. You got yourself a Scar badge. And of course, you can join us on our Discord subscriber community server, and you can come hang out. There's a link, of course, where you can click that. See the support Discord? You can click that and head on over and join us. We'd love to have you. And this reminds me, with all these subscriptions, why don't we take a sleep here? And where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? There you are, you scoundrel. Okay, now I can talk about what I wanted to talk about. Speaking of subscribers, my friends, we are doing... Oh, now I'm dizzy for looking down. All right, where are you? I want to destroy you with all of the fire that I can muster. There's nobody here, and I want to tell you guys about a super cool, amazing announcement. He's downstairs. I know it. This mob is down here. I know it. Where are you? I want to tell it. You know, this mob is preventing me from telling you guys amazing and super awesome news. Tango, can I go sleep in your bed? I'm going to sleep in Tango's bed. This is making me so mad. This is making me super mad. I want to sleep because it's dark and it's scary, and I don't like mobs. They're mean and they're just evil. They have nothing. All right. That's it. That's it. Just at a loss for how rude those mobs are. I'm sleeping in Tango's bed. That's right. When Tango's not around, I sleep in his bed. Don't tell him. Don't tell him I do that. Okay, I'm gonna tell you guys the news now. All right, Hunt the Hermit, Season 2, Part 2, Episode 2, whatever it is back next week on the 21st. If you are a subscriber of the channel, you're totally invited. I'm going to, at the end of the stream, put the information for you guys to sign up into the Discord. That's what I was looking for. It escaped me, the word Discord. It escaped me, but it came back right in time. Oh my gosh, what are we going to do with this? This is so terribly ugly. But I'm gonna post it in there. Maybe the good Zapdos already has the link to it, because that would be amazing. But yeah, so Hunt the Hermit's back. I hope you guys are as excited as I am. So definitely sign up. It'll be next week. Time-wise, I don't know yet, but it should be around the same time as last time. So on the 21st, get your calendars all sorted out, guys. Get them all sorted out. Figure out you know your schedules and all that stuff, and make sure you feed your pets. So get like some pet snacks, pet food, things of that nature. So you're like 100% ready, because Hunt the Hermit's going to be amazing. And it was a lot of fun last time. I'm so much better at understanding the whole PvP hunting and things of that nature now. I remember, like, I don't have name tags. You kill a player, you get a golden apple, which I could, like, need as many as I can. So it's gonna be really fun. Mazzadoodle, welcome to the stream. But yeah, we got to make sure we're like 100 times better than we were last time. we were not good last time, but we had a lot of fun. So yeah, maybe I wasn't the best PvPer in the world, but we had a lot of fun. Okay, so I've been doing some thinking. Which is dangerous at times, but I think we got this. So I'm thinking about, you know, those bluffs or something along those lines in the deserts. They start up kind of almost like a mushroom shape. They kind of go up and they kind of balloon out like that. They kind of have that little like lip that sticks out. We're gonna do that. If you guys can think about what I'm talking about, I think it's in like Utah maybe. It's orange, it sticks up. It looks really cool. It's like classic like desert style. I don't know what I'm talking about, but if you could think of it, it'd be amazing. But as you can see, look at this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start kind of like making this lip come upwards. And I think it'll blend in this. Now we need this extra piece that sticks straight out like this little like pizza? I don't know. This little flat thing that sticks outwards. All I can think about is pizza for some reason. I don't know. I just got pizza on my mind. I don't like to ask questions. When you got pizza on your mind, like you just got pizza on your mind. I don't know. But yeah, I can't think of what it is. But yeah, so you guys pumped for Hunt the Hermit? Can you team with other hermits? Yes, so you can team up with other hermits. Only if you find them in the world. So like if we just start out, we're all going to be alone. But if we can find another person, so say I find the Goodwill's Knight or False or somebody like that, we can team up. I would just wager. I would just wager that if False saw me, she'd be like, oh, no, Scar. No, you're just going to get me killed. So she probably wouldn't want to team up. But if we did, you can team up, but you can't like prearrange or anything along those lines. Like I mean, I don't even know how you would even prearrange to find each other, but if you came across each other, that's when you can team up. So that's pretty cool. Personally, I would prefer to be teamed up. The hermits are teams in 2 because I think it's more fun if we have somebody to like bounce off of. Like, you know, if we're just joking about, like the UHC I did with Red Dog was a perfect example. Like, great fun we had. We had a great time together, like, you know, surviving, doing things along those lines. But for this one, we're alone. But yeah, I would prefer to have it like a teammate because it's just more fun. You know, you're mining, you get to bounce off each other, fun jokes and things like that. She might need a human sacrifice. This is true. This is true, Silver. This is very true. I would not put it past False. Like, I like come up to False like, False, fellow hermit, we're gonna team up and it's gonna be amazing. We're gonna be able to take on all these hunters. I don't know. Maybe they need a name, like walkers. I don't know, something. And she's like, yeah, that sounds like a great idea. Stand here. I'm gonna be in the bush, and you just stand here. All right, I'm totally cool. Standing in the bush. She's in the bush, and I'm just standing out in the open. All of a sudden, the walkers come from out of nowhere. They're attacking me. And then she attacks them by surprise, but I die in the process. So, that's probably what would happen. Why did I take damage? Oh, I have an ender pearl in my hand. That's why I don't use ender pearls. That's why I don't use ender pearls. I constantly kill myself. Let's see. Remember, you need to catch. Let's see. Remember, you need to catch up. I'm confused. Oh, you're talking about. Oh, okay. I was like, I'm confused. Hey, Scar. Let's see. Are more or different hermits joining? Do you mean for Hermit Quest or not Hermit Quest? I've got so many hermits on my mind. I don't even know what's going on. Oh, for Hunter Hermit. I don't know, actually. I don't know what the list of people that are going to play. I really hope maybe Tango and Impulse get a chance to join because they had family obligations last time. So it'd be really cool if they were able to make it this time, which I hope. But as of people that are doing it, I have no idea. I don't know the list yet. Hopefully we can see that soon. Yeah, Walkers was actually a player. I was talking about Walkers from like Walking Dead, but actually, yeah, there was a player named I think it was Walkers, right? And he or she, I'm not sure, destroyed people. Like, absolutely was like taking on multiple people at once, and it was kind of amazing player. So yeah. Hey, System Z, welcome to the stream. It's great to have you. Yeah, Hunt the Hermit. Yeah, that's like a UHC thing we've done a little bit of. And we're gonna have our next like season of it, or part 2, or episode 2, or the trilogy. I don't know. We need a name. I don't know. But yeah, that's next week. Very excited for it. Let's see. Beef doesn't do too much. He does stuff. Beef does stuff. Beef does stuff. Let's give Beef credit. Let's give Beef credit. Beef good. Beef is like a super awesome dude. Very, very nice person. How do you feel about the Seahawks losing? I don't really follow much of the foosball, my friend. I've just never been a big football guy. I don't know. I don't know why. I know I'm weird. I'm a weird guy. I follow basketball a little bit, not as much as I used to. I enjoy basketball. I think maybe because it's a little bit more faster pace. Football was always just a lot of like standing around, and it's like, I don't know. But I like basketball a little bit more than I do football. But I just generally don't have a lot of time for sporting. I like the Olympics. I love the Olympics. When Olympics comes around, that's when I get excited. Get to see some swimming, because that's my thing. That's like the one sport that I actually know something about. So I feel like I can relate to that. Like other sports, not so much. But I do like seeing sports in person. I don't like watching sports on TV unless it's the Olympics. But if I play sports,
welcome aboard the USS Good Times. This is your Captain Scar, and I want to thank you for subscribing.
No, Grant, thank you so much for the resub. Oh no, that's a new subscription. I'm so bad. Thank you so much for the subscription. Very, very much appreciated. Can we get some new subscription hype in the chat. Now, let me tell you about this. As a new subscriber, you get yourself an access to a badge. You can rock your Scar Squad badge. Next, you got your jelly emotes. You can spam as many of those in the chat as you want. And of course, join us on Discord. And as a subscriber, of course, you can join us for next week's Hunt the Hermit. So much excitement. So much excitement. Hunt the Hermit's going to be amazing. Actually, I'm really looking forward to Hunt the Hermit. Not as much as Hermit Quest, because that's going to be extra super cool. But I'm very much looking forward to Hunt the Hermit, because it's a great concept. It's a great concept. Zuma's got the good ideas. When you need a good idea, Zuma's got the good ideas. Especially when it comes to these UHCs. Like, he's really trying to put a lot of thought into them to really make them different and fun. And I applaud him, because the standard UHC, kind of boring. Stress Monster, welcome to the stream. Welcome. Everybody, say hello to the Stress Monster. Wonderful Stress. Thank you so much for joining us today, Stress. I'm going to get myself some torches because it's dark and scary under that cliff face. But very excited about Hunt the Hermit. There we go. Close those up. But yeah, like I was saying, the standard like UHC is kind of boring, but I love what Azuma's been doing with all these great concepts. All right, let me get a couple torches rolling here. Oh, that's way too many torches. I don't think we need that many torches. I think we're good. Oh, thank you guys all for all the highs for Stress. That's awesome. I do enjoy this music today. I love it. I'm very happy. You know, I always enjoy Approaching Nirvana. Very good stuff. But you need a change, right? Sometimes it's good to have a quick change. What time on the 21st? That is a very good question. I'm not 100% sure. When are you going to do another Friend Invite UHC? Oh, that's a great question, Z. I don't 100% know, but I hope we do one soon. Maybe, trying to think, do we have something planned? I'm so bad with dates and times. Just can't remember. I don't think there's one like coming up soon, but hopefully it is. What music plays normally? A lot of Approaching Nirvana, which is awesome, but we just wanted to change it up a little bit today. Oh, hey, thanks, Stress. I'm glad you like that episode. Oh my gosh, there's two of them. There's two like cave episodes, and they burnt me out this week. They were fun. They were good fun, but boy, I was burnt out after that. Those were fun. I just think it would be cool to have something like that in Minecraft. If there was like a cave design similar to such, that you could find in the actual like generated Minecraft terrain, like a crystal cave underground biome. I think it'd be so cool. Let's see. Do you have any tips for dealing with lots of stress, Scar? That's a good question. We talked a little bit about that yesterday, actually. I don't know if I have that clip saved, but I think we talked a little bit about what makes up like stress that stresses you out. What makes but how to mitigate that by just not. I think in this day and age, we're constantly inundated with just pointless things that aggravate us or, you know, make us mad or stresses us out or anything along those lines. I don't know. I'm not very coherent today. I was much more coherent yesterday. I feel so bad. Like I'm like drawing an absolute blank in my head. What I'm trying to say is I feel like we're constantly inundated with constant problems, be it like the social media, we're just constantly inundated with just absolute nonsense. And I think that's a huge place of stress for a lot of people, is just hearing the problems of the world constantly. And I don't think humans were made to constantly hear like the problems of the world. Now, I love social media and I love the connectedness of like everything around us, but sometimes I think it's really good to like disconnect. And it's also like great way of just kind of like stepping back and just getting a great like stress reliever, just to not listen to the noise for a while and just like disconnect a bit. That's a huge, I think, source of stress in this like modern age is just constantly hearing you know, the problems of the world. Not that you shouldn't hear those things, it's just that we hear them so much and from every corner of the world, and I don't think humans' brains are even like meant to take in so much information. Does that make any sense? It probably doesn't. It probably absolutely doesn't. But I'm just saying that it just seems like just constantly, if you turn on the news or anything like that, it's just a constant stream of negativity. And it's not that you should disconnect yourself 100% and bury yourself in a hole, but sometimes it's good just to get out and not worry about stuff like that. And we talked about that yesterday when we were talking about health things and how those... I'm still, like I said, not very coherent today. I'm just not very good. I had good stuff yesterday. If you want to hear a better explanation, I would encourage you to watch yesterday's stream. The VOD is in there. I'm way more way better with my words yesterday. Bad words today. No words. They're not coming out properly. Hunter Hermit is at 7 p.m. GMT. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Legions. Very much appreciated. When I get stressed out, I listen to the sound of rain for a little bit. Definitely helps me. That's awesome. That's awesome. That's a good way of looking at it. It's a good way of looking at it. I think there's little things that help everybody when it comes to stress. And one of the big ones for me actually is Minecraft. Minecraft is a huge source of stress relief for me. Also GTA, anything open world that you can just like get in a car or a horse, like Red Dead Redemption, and to cruise the world. There we go. Now I'm being a little bit better with my better explanation of something that might help. Is games help me a lot when, especially after like a stressful doctor's appointment, things like that. Playing games is such an amazing relief of the world, and especially with GTA and Red Dead Redemption were huge back in like 2010. There was a lot of like doctor stress, things like that. And also when GTA was released, I was going through a lot then too. And having those games actually really helped, like really helped, because, you know, just like cruising around, if you get in a car, a nice car, and you drive up the coastal freeway on GTA, nothing better than that. Nothing more relaxing. If you hit a sunset, it's like bonus points. You get bonus points if you hit a sunset because it just looks really nice. And that's a great stress reliever. Also Skyland. Skyland's been like, I would say Skyland's probably number one. Probably number one's Skyland, next would be GTA, and then Red Dead Redemption. Red Dead Redemption, you get on your horse, cruise around, all those wonderful things. But yeah, that's a big one for me. Let me check them in the chat, see what you guys are up to. Yeah, GTA is always really fun stress reliever. It's a beautiful game. That is very true. GTA is a beautiful game, especially when you see like those sunsets over by like the pier. Amazing. All right, let's see. I think this cave is or not cave, but this arch is starting to look a little bit better. Remember, this whole episode is dedicated to making my base less ugly from Iskel's perspective. This is our goal. We're trying to make this look nice from Iskel's perspective. So we took out this extra land right here because I needed just a little bit more for my water mill. And by having that little extra lip right there, it's going to give us so much more possibilities. But on the other hand, it made this look super ugly, and I felt bad because Iskel had to look at it. Poor Iskel. Let's see. Scar, Orlando, Florida for the amusement parks, or New Orleans for spring break? I would definitely go with Orlando for the theme parks. I'm a theme park guy. What can I say? I'm a theme park man. I love them. I mean, spring break, it's crowded. It's crowded at the amusement park, but it's like extra crowded. Lots. I don't know. I would go definitely with the theme park for sure. Now, if you guys have any Q&A questions or any topics you want to talk about, you can definitely go Q&A Scar, and definitely shoot them to me on Twitter. If you have like a list of topic ideas, shoot it to me on Twitter, and I can go through them during the stream. Let's see. Q&A. Why are you in a wheelchair? I have neuromuscular disease. Makes my muscles weak. And when they're weak, can't really get around. So wheelchair helps me get around because it has wheels and stuff. Hey, Scott, what's up? What is up to you, my friend? Pretty good. Definitely having fun here, making my base look a little nicer. I want to arch these back a little bit more because I like having these kind of straight pillars going up. I think that looks kind of nice. Scar, how much time do you usually spend on time lapses on your videos? If it's a time lapse video, usually adds 2 to 3 extra hours to everything because there's the process of building, which is extra time. Render time for time lapses, at least for me, for some reason, like triples the render time. And it didn't used to. Maybe I'm doing something wrong, which is probably the case. Probably definitely the case. But yeah, they take a long time. Wells's cave project took about 14 hours, or a little bit more actually. 14 hours. I think it was like around 16 to 14 hours, somewhere around there. How long that whole process took to make, over 2 days. Very, very difficult. Very difficult. But yeah, it was well worth it. Let's see, Scar, when will you make an updated world tour? Now, which world would you like to see? Would you like to see the worlds of Hermits and Crafting? Or would you like to see a Scarland? Now, let's talk Scarland. Now, I promised a Scarland episode today, a Scarland stream, but unfortunately, that world is in a pigsty. And let's talk about that. When I was working on the mountains, when I was working on the house, I burned through everything and didn't do any replenishing. Number one cause, just because I have a lot of series going on and it's hard to kind of maintain, like, it's hard to like maintain so many worlds at once, and especially the scale that we do these episodes at, like on Hermitcraft and of course on Scarland, and it's just hard to sometimes keep all the resources in check. So I went on there and I found out like all of my armor had been destroyed. Like I had like a sliver left on my pants and my boots. And I was like, oh, great. And I looked at my tools, like they wouldn't have lasted an entire stream. And like I was absolutely at a loss for how bad I've maintained the world in that way. And then second, I was like, okay, I can spend some time, get some new equipment going. But the problem then I came up with was that I don't know how to connect the base or the new Scarland house with the rest of the world. It's in such an odd spot of the terrain that we're going to have to make some tunnels. We're gonna have to make some bridges. Like it's a long ways from the rest of Scarland, and it will require quite a bit of thinking in terms of where the path's gonna actually connect and what style the path's gonna be. So yeah, that's why I need to do some more thinking, and I also need to do a lot more kind of resource grinding in Scarland because I've burnt out. I've burnt everything out, and I need to resupply everything because those projects that we did do in Scarland for the house, for the mountains, they were really time consuming and really resource intensive. So we got to get some supplies built back up. Can we go through the window? No, can't. Wanted to, but can't do it. Let's see. When Nintendo Land becomes a thing in Universal Studios, would you be interested in going? I think so. I would love to see what they can do. I've never had anything against it, but I've never really played a lot of Nintendo things, and I love like Mario Kart. That's such a fun thing. But I never got like super duper into like Mario stuff. But on the other hand, so there's always a time to get into it. And second, I bet they're going to do a really great job. Look at Harry Potter Land. The only problem is we're not going to probably see Nintendo. Oh, jeez. We're probably not going to see Nintendo Land in the United States for a very long time because it's going to be built in Japan, I think, first. And that's still a ways off, as far as I know. Scar is beautifying the cliffs. Very true. Very true. We're trying at least. Why not play Hermit Pack? Hermit Pack, on the other hand, I was going to stream that, right? I was going to do that. And then they're having all these lag issues they're trying to fix today. So I was like, okay, well, I don't want to like get on there if it's laggy or like disturb the anti-lag operation that's going on there at the moment. So I was like, okay. And I was thinking like Hermit Quest, but I still haven't nailed down exactly what I want to do for my next phase. So then I was like, the beautification project. We got to finish that. Now I'm here. Now you know how I get here. How do I build a mountain? How do I build a mountain? I have a lot of videos on how to build a mountain. Specifically, I would look for a video that I did after the Scarland roller coaster project was completed, I did what I thought was like a really fairly decent video on that. Now, my most recent kind of mountain build here, and of course in Scarland's more time-lapsey, and doesn't really show some of like the intricacies of the build. So I would definitely check out those. Let's see, what do you like the most, Nintendo or Sony? I don't really have any real super duper preference. I've had a PlayStation. I've had a PlayStation 2, a PlayStation 3, and a PlayStation 4. I'm not like a super fanboy of any one thing. I just like the games that are on the Sony. I would definitely enjoy the ones on Nintendo. It's just, I don't know, just never got one. Never got one. Do you have any idea what your next Scarland project is going to be? Great question. Next Scarland project, I've been really contemplating doing Scar City. And then I was thinking the other day, would that be something really cool to do on, say, hypothetically, Hermitcraft? I don't know. I've been considering doing it for maybe a new series on Hermitcraft. Not the current one, but maybe another one in the future. Not like currently on this world, but maybe in another one sometime. Say like another season, whenever that comes, you know, not for a long time. But when that does, you know, I was considering doing the trees, like the elven design on maybe a next season sometime. I like to plan way in the head, so that's why I'm even saying this is, that's just the way I am. Like I usually plan stuff like 6 months in the future, or more sometimes. And so I know like way down the road what I'm going to be doing. And so I'm considering, should I do Scar City? Now, the whole reason I say that is that it would be something completely different from what we usually do. A very modern, a very beautiful city with all sorts of wonderful things. And also, I'm been iffy about using modern things.
The USS Good Times. This is your Captain Scar, and I want to thank you for subscribing.
Bomber the Awesome, thank you so much for the subscription. Can we get some new subscriber hype in the chat? And thank you so much for subscribing. Can we get some subscriber hype? You guys have been just too generous today. Thank you so much for the support. And let me tell you about the benefits, my friend, of joining the Scar Squad. You got yourself access to the jelly emotes. You can spam as many of those in the chat as you want. You got yourself a Scar badge of awesomeness. And of course, you can join us on Discord. And of course, on the 21st at 7 p.m. GMT. Did I remember it? I think I did. You'll join us for Hunt the Hermit. And I'll have more information on the Discord when we finish up here today. But yeah, thank you guys so much for all the subscriptions today. Very much appreciated. Very much. But like I was saying before, is that I'm still a little iffy for some reason about building modern things in Scarland. Maybe because I've never really built anything like super modern in Scarland. Maybe that's the problem. I don't know. I haven't decided what I want to do for the next project. I think it's going to be Scar City. But then on the other hand, I was thinking like, what if it was on Hermitcraft? I think it would be something different. You know, it'd be something different from a lot of the other builds that I've done. Something very like big in scale, which would be easier to do on Hermitcraft because resources are very plentiful on the server via all the wonderful people that are good at building farms and stuff. So that would be like a benefit. Let's see. But anyway, I think either way, we build Scar City here on Hermitcraft or we build it in Scarland. Either way,
welcome aboard the USS Good Times. This is your Captain Scar, and I want to thank you for subscribing.
BlameJ04, thank you so much for the subscription. Very much appreciated. Can we get some new subscriber hype in the chat? Double new subscriber hype. Thank you so very much. And like I said before, enjoy your badge of awesomeness. Jelly emotes, spam as many of those in the chat and join us on Discord. And if you have the time next week on the 21st, join us for a little fun and a little hunting of the hermits. You can kill me if you want. If you can find me, you can kill me. That's the way I want to go. I don't want to go out by lava. I would rather go out by a Scar's blade. That's right, a Scar's blade. Now, if you guys do join Hunt the Hermit next week, if you can, name your sword You've Got Scarred. I want to see that. I would love to see the chat light up at some point with like, You've Got Scarred. Then I'll be like, that's right. That's how we roll here in the Scar Squad. That's how we roll. Gotta put my brake back on. Let's see. Q&A Scar. Will you ever build more buildings in your frontier outposts? Like river, waterfall? Yes. So let's actually fly up here. And oh, geez. Well, I was planning on not doing that, but now, oh, geez. Now we're just in a real mess there, but we're up. That's all that counts. Okay, so Scar's Frontier Outpost. So what we're going to be building here, let's do a quick recap of everything. So right here, train platform. This is a depot. So we're going to have all sorts of big cranes lifting up different things onto another train that's going to go right here. So that's established. Water tower, maybe. We might be building a water tower, even though we built one over there. But you can't see that one over here anymore, so maybe that one would be cool. Anyway, this will be cool. It'll tie in with the base below down there, so that'll be nice. Over here, this is the logging camp. So we're gonna build up the cliffs a little bit higher, and we're gonna have kind of a sawmill, if you will. It's gonna have a big water wheel. It's gonna have a river flowing through, and that's kind of the plan for this area. Now, over in the tents, we're gonna repurpose the tents. The tents are gonna become like a mining camp. And I've been considering doing kind of like a channel, if you will, over here that's funneling stuff from the mines to the train. And also the giant jelly has to go. I'm so sorry, giant jelly. I'm gonna give you a giant jelly hug, but you gotta go. But yeah, I think that's gonna be pretty cool. And of course, inside of our cave, I gotta show you one last thing before we get back to work. I added some railroad ties. Looks kind of amazing, right? Look at our railroad ties. I might actually move them to be 2 blocks instead of 3 blocks. There's a 3 block spacing in between. I might go to a 2 block spacing, but I think this looks really nice. What do you guys think of the railroad ties? I think that really kind of helps with the design and theme of it. Helps with the believability. I think that looks pretty cool. Q&A, what is your favorite movies, TV show? I don't know. My current favorite TV show, my current one, because I'm watching it, is Curb Your Enthusiasm with Larry David. Very good show, very enjoyable, very enjoyable. It's kind of like Seinfeld, you know, because of course he wrote Seinfeld. But I just really enjoy it because it's like more Seinfeld episodes. And Isco, welcome to the stream. It's great to have you. Great to have you. We're trying to unofficially, the stream is called. I'm sorry, Isco, my base was so ugly from your perspective. So we're trying to clean up the cliffs. We're trying. But welcome to the stream, everybody. Say hello to the good and wonderful Isco. So we got to work on this piece. This piece is super duper ugly. But yeah, I don't know if you guys have ever seen Curb Your Enthusiasm, but it's a very good show. It's a little bit of a mature show, so keep that in mind. But it's a good show. Larry David is just like the strangest individual ever. It's so good. It's so good. All right, let's check how that's coming out. I like it. It needs work. It needs colors. It needs all sorts of things. But at least we're getting the structural blocks down. It's like a painting. It's like a clay sculpture, anything like that. You're just slowly but surely adding more and more of the little details here, eventually making it become something that, oh, out of resources. All right. Oh, geez. Nope. Now I've crashed. Ah, geez. I can't fly today. I have no resources. Let's see. System, have you watched the English dub of Dragon Ball Super? No, I've never heard of that. Never ever. I'll have to look into it. I've never heard of that. But what are you guys watching? Anything particular? Any fun TV shows, movies? Like I said, I'm watching a bit of Curb Your Enthusiasm. I'm looking forward to going back to the last season and the season TV show, whatever, that inspired like my build for this season. The AMC TV series Hell on Wheels is finally on Netflix, and I'm so excited to finish it. I'm so excited. Can't wait to get into that. But that series actually inspired what we're doing here. The whole trains, all of that stuff, in a slightly more like less gruesome and more fun way, I guess. Something along those lines. Let's see. Let me check this in. Sense 8. Don't know what that is. Black Mirror. I've heard very good things. You've never seen Super? No, but I'll have to look into it for you. Remember, we're sleeping in Tango's bed because he doesn't have mobs over here. It's a failing of my design. Like, anything I build is very dangerous. There's never enough light. There's always mobs. It's a failing of mine. It's a failing. I try to learn from my mistakes, but I never seem to. Will you ever do a meetup? If so, where? Well, we did a meetup at Minecon. We had 2 Hermitcraft meetups, and then we had a Scar meetup also at Minecon. Now, will I be able to go to the next Minecon? Probably not. But you know, at say another convention, maybe something a little closer to here, maybe a TwitchCon, maybe maybe a PAX Prime, something along those lines. Definitely. But yeah, I would absolutely 100% love to go to Minecon again. It's so much fun. Meeting all the hermits, Iskall, Stress Monster, you know, but unfortunately, I just doubt it's going to be anywhere where it's like easy for me to get to, unfortunately. But I'm fingers are crossed, but it probably won't be. I loved where it was last year. I think it was in just like a good spot because, you know, there's such a great availability of like hotels and like convenience of that was easy. Some of the places they've had, it's been not so much, but at least from what I've been told. But hopefully they find somewhere it's like that again. Berlin, welcome to the stream. Welcome. Minecon was awesome. Got to meet Iskall, the one, the only, and it was really fun. I'll always remember that. Got to do the panel. Got to meet all you guys. So much fun. And speak of Iskall, there he is. But yeah, it was a very, very fun experience. There we go. Grab that block, grab that block. Yeah, that was a wild trip because we went from Minecon, and then after Minecon, we went down to TwitchCon, and from there we did the big panel for Twitch that we put on, which like took all summer to make, and I think it came out good. I'm very, very pleased with the way it had come out. Will I do another one of those panels for Twitch this year? I'm considering it if I can do it different. I want to do some different aspects to the panel that we did at TwitchCon, the ruling over your obstacle stream with disabilities. Hi, Iskall. Hi. But yeah, I would like to do it again. But what I'd like to do different with it was I want to incorporate people that haven't that can't go to my or TwitchCon, something like that, to talk on the panel. So another disabled person that say, you know, can't go but would like to say something, do like a video. Like they could make a quick video or something, you know, explaining something, giving people a tip or a little inspiration or something along those lines. I think that could play really well if there was like a video. Does that sound good? Like, you know, if somebody who can't travel but would love to talk on the panel could, in theory, with the video. I think it would be a cool addition, if you will. Oh, hey, Scar, I haven't seen a stream of yours in a while. Well, welcome back. It's great to have you. Let's see, Q&A. Who is the hermit you have the most fun with? I have most fun with all of the hermits. All the hermits are my buddies. But Iskall down there, we're going to give special love to Iskall here. Hi, Iskall. Iskall's like, please don't make this look ugly. Please don't, Scar. Please don't. Please don't. All right, let's fly back up here. Let's see. I'm just trying to visualize this a little bit because like we talked about before, if we fly back down here, I want to start building this up just a smidgy bit like this so we can start getting a slight bit more of height up there. There we go. You know, speaking of Iskall, we need to sometime get together. Time zones aren't our friends, but what we to do something. We got to do something together on the server. We got to plan something, Iskall. We got to do something. We got to do something. There we go. But time zones are not a friendly friend. Time zones are the worst. Time zones are the worst. I like this. I think we're getting somewhere with this. It needs something else. Maybe a little stone. Maybe a little something. I don't know what. Oh, speaking of Twitch and things, see, Iskall agrees. I've got two projects on my mind for this year, like two major projects. This isn't video related, but these are like extracurricular, if you will, extracurricular work, charity stuff. I know you guys have been asking about what charity-wise we're going to be doing. I'm really considering in the next like month or two working on our Gamers Outreach charity. So that's the one where they make like a gaming cart. So there's a console, there is like a screen, of course, all those wonderful things, and that is then made, put together, and then delivered to a hospital so that kids or people in a hospital could play some games. It's very boring in a hospital. So I really want to do that. So I really hope to get that done within like the next like 3 months or something. So I want to get all these supplies because I'm slightly short-handed. But yeah, I really want to get that going as a potential like charity thing that we could work on Twitch. And yeah, I just think it would be really amazing, like if we together as a community were able to raise the money for one of those gaming carts and then hand deliver it in a Scar vlog to the hospital and actually see what we did actually become something. I think that would be pretty cool. I'm coming in for a landing. Coming in. Ah, there we go. Ah, good land there. Let's see, maybe adding some different clay. Oh, yes, definitely Legion, of course. Yeah, see, similar to some of these things that we've done on this cliff, we'll definitely do it here. But it's so much easier to just make it in one single swoop of clay, and then you can kind of come back in and add those small details. Let's see, what do you think of Mumbo Jumbo's drone base? I love the drone base. I love drones. Maybe that's why I love it so much. I like the concept of the base for sure. And I think he's done a really good job executing it. Oh, whoops. Oh, my bad. We also, of course, have a prank we're going to do on the Mumbo when I have time. And that, of course, is the GoPro drone prank. It's gonna be really good. I'm very excited about doing that prank because I think it'll be something that he thinks is funny. And like we talked about, when you're gonna prank somebody, you gotta find something that's really like close to the person. Like, I don't know, I'm trying to think of the right word. You gotta find something that resonates with the person. Like Iskall, for instance, when we pranked him, the only person I pranked on the server, he doesn't like Minecraft villages. He doesn't like cats. So make him a Minecraft village, cat village. It's amazing, right? It's perfect. You got to think of something just funny like that instead of just like something generic. You really got to find something that resonates with the person. And Mumbo loves drones. He loves photography. And I love your guys' idea of putting the drone, our camera under the drone. I think that's amazing. And the question is, do we make a replica GoPro cat village of diorite? Oh, that would just be too cruel. Iskall, that would be too cruel. We couldn't do that. If we actually did it in diorite, I think we poor Iskall, I don't know, he wouldn't have made it. He wouldn't have made it after seeing it. We'd have to get the defib pads out or something and bring him back, I think. Prank Zombie Kulo, just don't tell her it was my idea. Hey, Systems D, we'll see you later. Thanks so much for coming out. We'll see you in a bit. Go to Subway. That's awesome. But yeah, I think pranking's good. You just got to do it in a fun way that like has a good resonates with the person that you are pranking. Because if you just do something dumb or break something, it's just not cool. Like nobody appreciates when somebody puts in like, I don't know, like a noisy thing in their base, unless it's something like you and that person have like joked about. There we go. I think this is slowly coming out. It's a process. It's like clay. You just slowly sculpt it. Boy, oh my gosh. This reminds me. I was super luckiest person in the world where I got invited to go to Pixar. And oh my gosh, the clay sculptures they have there, the maquettes or whatever they call them of the like the creatures. Say you see something like Raz or whatever her name was from like Monsters Inc. or the kid from Up. They have those all on display. So these are like clay sculptures that are made, right? They're incredibly intricate. And then they 3D scan them. They use them for modeling and stuff like that. And this just reminds me of that. I was just like blown away by it, just how incredibly talented. And it was this one particular guy who does them all. And I was just like blown away by that. I really wanted to meet him. He was in the building, but we couldn't find him, unfortunately. But man, that place is one of the most inspiring places to ever go to. When you walk through there, you just get a good feeling. Like there's just a good feeling in the air of like creativity and just making stuff happen. It's a really cool place. It's been a long time since I've been there, but the one time I did, it was like always remember that place. And you just like run into some like just crazy people too. If you're lucky, and you're there, like, you never know who you'll run into. What is my favorite sandwich? That's a good question. Do we need more clay? No, we don't. We just need to stop falling every 5 seconds. Oh, shoot. No, what am I doing? No, no, I had a flashback from before rockets were actually useful. I thought I had to use the bow. I thought I had to use the bow. What is my favorite sandwich? Oh, I love sandwiches. I love all kinds of sandwiches. Ah, man, this is a tough one. This is a tough one. I would say my favorite sandwich would have to be the cheese sandwich. Classic cheese sandwich. If you want to really get wild, there's a lot of things you can do with the cheese sandwich, but just a standard cheese sandwich, right? It's like the best. You can't go wrong with a cheese sandwich. There's many types of cheese. If you want to get wild with a little salami, you want to get wild with a little ranch dressing, you never know. There's lots of possibilities. It's good fun for everyone. Would you consider doing a Black Ops 2 stream? Oh, geez, what am I doing? What am I doing? That's what happens when you fly. And let's see, have you had any issues with the Planet Coaster game? No, not. Oh. No. It's. Have you had any problems? Oh, yeah, I hope X is not having any trouble with it. Like, Planet Coaster is my favorite game right now. I hope he's not having any issues with it. What did you put in your cheese sandwich usually? Generally, it was just cheese. Generally, but if there was ever a hint, I tried playing it, but it crashes and freezes a lot. Huh. Oh, that's unfortunate. Yeah, after the stream, I'll try to help him out with that because that's unfortunate. I want him to have the fun I'm having with this because that's just terrible. Oh, I mean, I love that game so much, and to hear somebody not having fun with it just makes me sad. That makes me sad. Scar, any tips for building volcanic islands? Did you mention that yesterday? Did you mention that? Because I've been thinking about volcanic islands. I've been thinking about that, and been thinking about that, and I think that would be a really, really cool thing to do. But yeah, generally, cheese sandwiches were definitely like cheese. If there was jack cheese, that was always I always would go with that because that would be the best. But yeah, man, I feel really bad about Zuma. Like, I'm gonna help you. I'm going to help you. I'll talk to him after, but I can't take that that Azuma can't play that game because it is my favorite game of all time, and it makes me sad knowing he's having trouble. Anyway, all right, back to work here, my friend. Oh, jeez. Oh, no. I swear, how many times can we possibly fall off that scaffolding? Remember when you guys asked me yesterday, Scar, what do you want to add to Minecraft? I'm like, please, can we just add some scaffolding? I want to amend that by saying I want some sticky shoes so I don't fall off things. Wait, that's a good idea. No! Okay, back on track. I want sticky shoes. I want to get some mescalium, and I want to stick it to the bottom of my shoes. And you can't walk off of like sides of buildings, things like that, if you got the sticky shoes. It's decided right here, right now. That's what I want in Minecraft. We're gonna take it really slow. We're taking it slow. We're taking it slow. We're taking it slow. This is the worst. This is the worst. It's these Duration 3 rockets. We need to get like smaller ones. Oh no. Okay, I have a new idea. We're not gonna do that ever again. We're gonna fall onto the scaffolding. That was ridiculous. That was absolutely ridiculous. Okay, all right, back to work. Like I was saying, I want some sticky boots. Sticky boots. You put like slime on the bottoms of your boots, and you don't fall off things. I know you might be saying, Scar, you know you can just shift click. I do know this, but it's hard to it'd be cool if you just land and you just instantly get stuck to something. It's not the most useful thing. It's more of just like a Scar usefulness thing. Brain smarts with Scar. Of course, every stream just is full of brain smarts with Scar. Because it's like, you know, there's just great knowledge to be had around here. Professional. Always a professional. Always professional around here. Build an Elytra airport. Dude, that sounds amazing. I like the sound of that, actually. That is a really cool idea. An Elytra airport. I like that. Can we put that on the to-do list? Can we put that on the to-do list? That sounds really fun. Maybe for like the White District, like an Elytra airport. What would an Elytra airport entail? Huh. I like the sound of that. I like to put some thought. I'm gonna put some thought into that. I just like the thought of that. Personally, I like going to the airport and watching the planes. I know, I'm like an old person or something. It's like, let's all go to the airport and watch all the people flying the planes. I like looking at it, especially if you see the fighter jets take off, because when they take off, it is just a roar and thunder, and it's quite entertaining. But yeah, I like going to the airport and watching the planes take off. I mean, for people who travel, they're just shaking their heads at me, but I like planes. I like watching them take off and land. And can't discourage landing. It's important to land, but yeah, I like airports. What can I say? A terminal for each district. That's awesome. That's awesome. You know, it'd be kind of like we're going from like trains to planes. It's just like a progression of human history. I'm scared of flying personally. Yeah, I get that. I get that. But I've always found that with a little bit of research, you know, like flying can be a little nervous, like if you're first time or whatever. But then you find out it's actually more dangerous just to fly to the airport than it is to fly. And then it's like, oh, that's not so scary after all. You've never seen it. You've never seen an airplane in real life. I feel like you're trolling me. I feel like you're trolling me. Let's see. Iskall flies an average twice a week. Shakes my head. I'm sorry, Iskall. I haven't flown 189 flights in 2016. Tell me, please tell me, Iskall, you get to go to the lounge. Tell me you get to go to some like frequent flying like VIP super lounge. Because if not, I'm sad. I will shed a tear. But yeah, I can see if you fly a lot, I'm sure it's not cool. I haven't flown since 2006 actually, not 16, 2006. That was right when they implemented the United States. Okay, you get access to a few lounges. I'm happy about that. That's good. But I haven't flown since 2006. It was right when they implemented the no fluids ban, and I was flying, and I was on TPN at the time. And I had this suitcase, right? Standard suitcase. Inside the suitcase was full of these like big like bags of white fluid. And the white fluid is intravenous nutrition. So you get your nutrition from an IV. It's a very, very dangerous substance, and you should only be on it for a very short time if you have to, because it can be incredibly, incredibly dangerous. So I was on it at that time, and like this is right when they banned liquid. So you open the bag and it looked like a bomb from like Bruce Willis movie, like Die Hard or something. And they just looked at it like, okay. And it was like, if you didn't know what that was, it would have been very suspicious. But I just remember them opening that and go, oh, hello. No, I don't fly first class. I don't believe. And that's a good point, Iskall. That's a good point. That's a good point. And you know what? Looking at first class, the planes that I've ever been on, it's like, maybe it's just I've not flown for a very long time, but I just don't see the benefit. Don't see the benefit unless you're like on one of those super flights where you get like a bed. That's kind of nice, but let's see. Q&A Scar, you know those holodecks from Star Trek. If you could have one, what game would you play on it? What game would I play on it? Oh, that's such an awesome idea. That is a great question. What game would I play if I had a Star Trek holodeck? In the chat, what would you play? I'm gonna say it's. Oh man, I would almost say Red Dead Redemption right now, just because I have so much like Old West theming on my mind right now, thinking of like builds and stuff. But I don't know. Minecraft would be fun. Now, Minecraft would be fun. You know, I'd love to see like my fishing cabin, my roller coaster, like in a 3D space. That'd be pretty cool. Let's see. I don't know. I flew economy to Los Angeles from Stockholm. That's a flight right there. That's a real flight. That's a big one. Economy is kind of tight. Yeah, I think probably I would assume that since I've flown, the seats have gotten smaller, and there's probably like 5 more seats than there were when I flew. So they're probably even tighter than I even remember. How are we doing so far? Is this coming out like halfway decent? I think it is. Like, I think we're generally getting this the right shape. Let's see, Q&A Scott. Do you go to college? And if so, what would you study there? That's a great question. I never quite made it to college. When I got sick, my life completely switched, and it's never been the same. Like, probably one of them. Oh, jeez. Oh, why did I do that? Why did I do that? Why? I forgot. I'm not supposed to fly onto scaffolding. I'm supposed to drop on the scaffolding. It's a new thing, guys. It's a new thing. You drop on scaffolding. You don't fly. Okay, here we go. Okay, so we were talking college-wise. If I went to college, I would have went to an art school if I could have. And that's when I all my life, I was gearing up in like education-wise, everything towards being like a concept artist for like Imagineering, for Pixar, one of those things that my entire life was like an aeroplane, like we were just talking about, straight towards that. I'm just flying out here so I can get a perspective of what this looks like. I think it'll really start to look good once we get the lip built up here and get the colors under the underneath section. So I would have done that, and I definitely would have tried to be something along the lines of like a set designer, a concept illustrator of like ideas. So it's like for like Imagineering, Pixar, whatever, storyboard artist, something along those lines. That's exactly what I wanted to do. But life doesn't always work out the way you want, but it does work in mysterious ways, and you end up doing some pretty cool things. Look at this. I'm on Minecraft, playing games, talking to you guys, hanging out with amazing people like Iskall. Like, life works out for you sometimes, you know? It might not always be the way you envisioned it, but sometimes if you look at it in the right ways, you can see the positives and things. All right, let's see what we got here in the chat. Let's see. A lot of plane talk. I like that. I bet Iskall wishes they still have the Concorde. I would have loved to have seen the Concorde fly. Never. Oh, man. I used to have a little brochure, like in my binder. For swimming, we had these logs, right? These binders. And we used to keep track of our times and stuff along those lines in it. And I remember I had like these little like brochures. And they were like fact sheets on like airplanes. And one of them was like the Concorde. There was one on like the Cobra helicopter, different things like that. We gotta bring back the Concorde. Gotta bring it back. Favorite Pokemon. Never been a huge Pokemon guy. I enjoyed Pokemon Go. I think I even had a favorite one. Like I really liked. It was like had horns. He was funny. I'm not like explaining it very well. Let's see. Scar, do you watch The Big Bang Theory? No, I've never watched The Big Bang Theory. Taking a land. I'm trying it again. I did it. So much hype. Oh, I finally landed on the scaffolding. I told you guys, like, I'm a decent flyer. Look at this. Look at how much flight time I have. Look at that. I'm almost close to breaking 5,000. Like, I should be able to land on some scaffolding. Let's see. Q&A Scar. Do you like Doctor Who? And if you do, which Doctor is your favorite? Mine is the 11th. I like Doctor Who. I like it. I usually watch. You know what I did? And I've always given this advice to people who are short on time and would love to do cool things in Minecraft. You're watching TV, right? You're watching a movie. Play some Minecraft. Use it as a resource time. So if I'm going to watch Doctor Who, I'm going to be playing the Minecraft. I'm going to be gathering the resources. I'm going to be doing some like grunty, landscape work that just takes hours upon hours, things like that. That's how you can really maximize like time, because eventually we're all going to watch a little TV, a movie here and there, or something along those lines. And why not do multiple things at once? And that's just the best way I've ever found to really like maximize like time for resource gathering and things like that. And so when it comes to Doctor Who, I usually watch it when I was streaming, or not streaming. That would be weird. That'd be rude. Like I'm streaming, like I'm just over here just watching Doctor Who, not even paying attention to you guys. Sorry guys. I'm over here watching Doctor Who. No. But usually when I was, this was mainly back in like Scarlane days, but unfortunately Doctor Who is not on Netflix anymore, so I haven't seen anything since Bowtie Guy. I don't know any of the doctors' names. I do know them by like curly hair, kind of leather jacket guy. One guy that was like always yelling a lot. But yeah, I do know that I left off with guy with bow tie. So we can confirm guy with bow tie was was my last person that I saw on the Doctor Who's. So yeah, I really like the show. I personally feel when it comes to Hey, Gabe, thank you so much for coming out. We'll see you later. Everybody say goodbye to the wonderful Gabe. But I always say this with Doctor Who. Doctor Who, to me, would have been a better animated show and or book. I feel like they can't do Doctor Who justice with the current, or at least as of the season I watched, his budget. Maybe that's the charm of it. Maybe that's the charm of Doctor Who. These kind of very corny sets and things like that. But I just feel like Doctor Who could be so much more if it had like a proper budget. Give it like, envision this with me. Imagine Doctor Who with a budget of a Westworld, a Game of Thrones, something along those lines. Could you even imagine how cool that would be? It'd be cool. But another thought, I just feel like some of the charm that is Doctor Who is in some of the corny sets, the corny character things. So I wouldn't really want to like disturb that, but it's a good show. It's a good show. Let's see. It feels like, yeah, it is a little corny, and that is some of the charm of it. Okay, so you've got actual names of the doctors. Now, I have no idea who any of those are. I just know them by, like, baldish guy. I think he was. The first guy was kind of baldish a little bit, kind of wore a leather jacket. Next guy, kind of poofy hair. He had, like, a woof. Next guy, bow tie guy, right? I think it's bow tie guy. And then after that, I have no idea. I have no idea. I'd love to see some magic with a bigger budget. Right. It would be amazing, right? As Doctor Who would lose something with a better budget. That's true. I do feel like those angels are probably one of the most terrifying things I have ever seen, right? Those angels that would like be behind you, and if you looked at them, they'd freeze. But when you weren't looking at them, they were like doing stuff behind you, like making faces and gestures at you. I mean, very rude, right? But those things were truly one of the most terrifying things I've ever seen in a show. I mean, I've been a little bit of a scaredy cat, my friends. I will admit it. I'm not going to lie. Not going to lie one bit. A bit of a scaredy cat. I hated, like, the Chucky character. I hated the leprechauns, like, all of that stuff. Let's see. Okay, thank you so much for the cheer. Very much appreciated. I fell asleep at my desk. I'm so sorry I missed part of the stream. Take some bits. Thanks, Augie. Hopefully you got some rest there. It's always good to take a quick rest. I personally don't like, I love naps, but I can't take a nap. Can't take naps. If I take a nap, oh geez, wow, my flying is just so on par today. If I take a nap, I'm going to be asleep for 4 hours and I'm going to get nothing done. I'm going to get nothing done and it's just going to be the worst. So I love to take a nap, but I just can't anymore because if I do, I'm done. I'm done. If I don't set an alarm or if nobody wakes me up, I could be asleep for 4+ hours. Maybe I should actually get more sleep in the normal part of the day. Oh, geez. No. Oh. Why? What is my FPS? 100 FPS? That's decent, right? I'm not lagging. Maybe I'm lagging in other ways. I have no idea. I don't understand why my wings don't deploy. It's been doing that all day. I only woke up as my cat was looking for food. Oh, jelly. I know the feeling. The cats, the noises that they make. It's very frustrating. Cats, when they're hungry, they let you know. They let you know. It's important to them. We're at 1 hour and a half of our stream. Remember, if I do crash, I usually crash at about an hour and a half. Remember, I'll always be back. If I do crash, I'll always be back. So don't go anywhere if I do. I'll be back. But most likely we fixed the issues that we were having. And we shouldn't have any more problems. So that'd be awesome. Scar, PS4 or Xbox? PS4, my friend. I've been rocking the PlayStations for a very long time. I'm sure the Xboxes are just as awesome, but I don't know. At some point, you got to choose one, and I choose the PlayStation. Whenever I see a Stone Angel, I freak out. I don't know. I guess if I went to like a... Oh yeah, if I was a younger Scar and I went to like the nurseries that we used to go to, like plant nurseries, they used to have those statues, I would have freaked out. Don't think you're the only one. You won't crash. Thank you for the confidence, Taylor. Thank you for the confidence. Thank you for the... Oh, jeez. Oh, question. We are incredibly close to 2 new emotes on Twitch, and I'm ill prepared for this. I'm ill prepared. I know you guys have given me some suggestions. I need some suggestions like pronto. I mean, we are like maybe like 6 to 7 new subscribers away from new emotes, and like I said, I am not prepared. I'm not prepared at all. I don't like this. It's almost turning into a little bit more of a stone design than a mesa design, and I want to scale that back a little bit. This is a design I would have done with stone. So I'm going to change this up a little bit, but I need your guys' suggestions. What would you guys like to see for some emotes? We got some sloths. We got two votes for sloths. As you guys know, the sloth is my unofficial mascot because I'm slow and lazy as a sloth. What else do you guys got? A jelly snack. I like it. Sloth and a jelly snack. Now the question is, how do I make those? I don't even know. How am I going to make a sloth? Like, I barely was able to make Bob the Creeper Building Inspector emote. Oh man, I might need some official help for this one. I can make a jelly snack probably. What would a jelly snack look like? Give me some thoughts. Like on Twitter, if you guys want to draw some mock-ups or anything like that to help me with, give me some ideas on what a Scar Sloth might look like. What would a Scar Sloth look like? It's a great question. It's an important question. But yeah, oh jeez. I just got to think, like, what would like a really cool emote be? Like a sloth would be awesome. Like I said, unofficial like mascot of my channel is a sloth. We've got some jelly emotes. I want to make a modification to a jelly. I want to do it. Why did I do that? I knew it wasn't going to be successful. A lag emote. I think that would be pretty cool. A Minecraft terraforming rock. That's interesting. That's interesting. I like that. Huh. I like the ideas. Just remember, guys, if you have any awesome ideas, you want to jot them down on some paper or anything like that, give me a shout out on Twitter. Let me start over. If you guys got any ideas, want to draw them out or just give me some ideas, shoot them to me on Twitter. Because Twitter is the best way of getting a hold of me. People always ask, how's the best way of getting a hold of you? Twitter. Twitter is the best way. Not Facebook. Don't say anything to Facebook. I don't like Facebook. It works for some things, but not a big Facebook guy. Bigger Twitter guy. I'm more active there. So if you send me a message on Facebook, I don't get to those very often because I like Twitter's my official place. Like, that's a great way of getting a hold of me. So go there. Oh, 100 bits from Nana. Thank you so much. Very, very much appreciated. Can we get a little bits hype in the chat? Very much appreciated. I agree. I don't like Facebook. Yeah, I don't know. Facebook is a place where it's like, oh my gosh, look at how much weight I lost. Oh man, look at my great vacation. Everybody, look at how great I am. It's like, that's all Facebook is. You look at your timeline, and it's like, there it is. Look at how much weight I lost. Look at how strong I am. Look at how much I bench pressed. Like, great. Got anything else going on? That is 90% of Facebook. is that. Guarantee you. Go on Facebook and look at it. Guarantee you. I mean, people, if you post more like pet pictures, I get back on Facebook. Facebook was great 10 years ago. Yeah, that's true. My brother was like, I think he joined Facebook within like the second year of it being operational or whatever. I think it was 1 year. It was like, it wasn't the first year, but it was like a year or something into it. Back in the day, like Facebook was only, you had to have a university account, if I believe that's correct. Like you had to have a university email to create an account. And then they changed that in like, can't remember when they did. But anyway, yeah, I hear that a lot. I only go to see what my family in Minnesota is doing. Yeah, it serves its purpose. I just get annoyed with Facebook. Q&A. Other than cats, what are your favorite pets? I mean, you can't go wrong with a dog, my friend. You can't go wrong with a dog. I'd like a nice little Siberian Husky friend. That'd be an awesome dog to have. But they're a little large. A little on the large side. So my thoughts are that I want a dog that's a little smaller. I want a little smaller dog. Reason being is that big dogs see me as like playtime. Like they see, like if they see like a dog in a wheelchair, that'd be sad. If they saw like a person in a wheelchair, they think that that person is down at I'm more at their eye level, really. I'm like down here a little closer to them. So they think in theory that this person must be leaning down to like give me a treat, play with me or something like that. So they're always so like wild and aggressive whenever they see me. So it's like, I'm just gonna have like a small dog. I just want a small dog. But yeah, guaranteed, like a bigger like dog, like a Labrador, anything of that size, when they see me, for some reason, they instantly think, oh my gosh, it's playtime. Let's go and attack Scar. And not just attack Scar, but attack Scar with a vengeance, Bruce Willis style. So, big dogs. They wear on me. But I like dogs. Other pets? I don't know what other pets. What other pets are awesome? I had a guinea pig. I really like my guinea pig. I had a guinea pig. Loved guinea pigs. But what other kind of pets are awesome? I'm drawing a blank, to be honest with you. I think a bird is nice. A bird is nice. Can't go wrong with a nice parrot. Speaks. I mean, if you have a pet that talks, I mean, that's pretty cool. It's just not talking, really. It's more repeating. But still kind of cool. Ferrets. My friend had a ferret. It pooped on him. And I don't just mean like a little pellet. I mean like, he's like, hey guys, want to see my ferret? And I'm like, oh my God, I've never seen a ferret before. I totally got to see the ferret. And then the ferret pooped on him. I've really actually never seen an animal poop that hard except for the zoo and maybe an elephant. And it was shocking, really. It was really shocking. I've never seen anything like that. Besides an elephant at a zoo. What other animals out there? What other animals? Rabbits? Rabbits are great. Rabbits are great. We need a new pet. We need a new pet. We need a new pet. What kind of new pet? What kind of new animal could be a pet? We need an undiscovered species that's like a new pet. We need like a monkey that you can actually have. You know, having a monkey is not practical. Not something you really want to have. But there was a monkey out there. There was a monkey that was like so totally cool with being a pet. That'd be awesome. A fox. Like, everybody wants a monkey, right, for a pet, but they're just not a practical pet. They don't want to be a pet. And but if there was a monkey that wanted to be a pet, that'd be amazing. A kangaroo. I can't look at kangaroos anymore after watching that kangaroo get punched in the face, because now they just all look a little silly. Because before I thought like kangaroos were super like cool, like they were like tough boxers. Like I used to have a shirt and it was like kangaroo boxing gym. It was very funny. Now I kind of feel bad for the kangaroo. I feel like they've been humiliated. I feel like the kangaroo, it's like 1 humans, kangaroos 0. And the kangaroos, the ball's in your court. The ball is in your court. It's time for you to make a stand, right? The Australian guy, he got one on you. It's time for you guys to make a stand. A badger. I would need bars and a cage. I don't know if we want that. Don't know if we want that. But yeah, like I said, I think there needs to be a new pet. Maybe we're going in the wrong way. We're thinking like organic. We got to think robotic, right? Got to think robotic. It's the time and age of robotics. It's time to go that way. It's time to go that way. That's what I think the next pet's going to be. It's going to be a robotic monkey. I'm going to call it here. I'm going to call it now that I want a robotic monkey. All the wonderful things about a monkey in a nice robotic package, so I'm not like being mean to an animal. There we go. We decided. All right. We decided that. I want a robotic monkey. Actually, I have a robotic dog. You've seen the robotic dog. My grandma gave it to me. We were visiting her and she's like, "Do you want this?" And I'm like, "Yes." Who does not accept a robotic dog? Whoever that is out there, I have questions for you. I have questions for you, and I want to know. I want to know why you would not accept a robotic dog, a robotic monkey butler. I like the way you're thinking. I really like the way you're thinking. I want a robotic monkey butler. Show us Peaches. Peaches is in here. So yeah, you guys have seen Peaches before. Peaches has been in quite a few vlogs, actually. He was with us on Minecon for my grandma. And so what Peaches is Peaches is like a Pomeranian or something. And he's a robotic dog who can sing and dance. So he's got his little paws and they move around and stuff. And I'm like, perfect. Everybody says to get a dog. I got a dog. His name's Peaches. He's from the South. And he sings and dances. Who is Peaches? Peaches is my dog, right? I got a dog. You probably didn't know about it. It's just animatronic. I want a dog. But the reason I don't have a dog is dogs are a lot of maintenance. Cats aren't a lot of maintenance. And in my time, in my position in life right now, the less maintenance, the better. And like Jelly's like a perfect pet because Jelly poops in a box, super convenient. You just wrap that up, throw it out. She does get very hungry, but other than that, like she's really self-contained. Like she doesn't get hurt, she doesn't get sick. She's just like a super perfect pet. Like my family, like pets seem to always get sick and hurt, and I feel so bad. But it's like when I have more, like if I ever had more time, more energy, stuff like that, I'd get a dog. I'd love to have a dog. Portuguese water dogs are super cool. Kyleos are awesome. Small version of a Siberian Husky, but for now, I have an animatronic dog. You have kittens? Oh, that's awesome. I want to see a picture of your kittens. Send me a picture of your kittens if you can on Twitter. I love to see it. And if you guys have any pet pictures, you can always shoot them to me on Twitter. I love to see pet pictures. Guess what? We're nearing almost 10,000 followers on Twitter, I just realized. Isn't that crazy? 10,000? Are you guys really want to see cat pictures? That's what I thought. When I realized that I was getting really close to 10,000, I was like, wow, you guys really do like to see the cat pictures. Imagine a corgi with a husky. That would be, I actually think that's a thing. Now we're out of fireworks. Let's go get some more. Oh, that's what I was doing. I was going to get fireworks. That's why I went down here. That's, oh jeez. Oh, darn it. Oh, God. Now, Zumas, did Iskall leave us? Iskall left us. Iskall. You left us, Iskall. You left us. All right, there we go. Awesome. Okay, we're back on track. Scarfail count is at 8. How high is that gonna go? That's gonna be 100 by next week. You should fly around the server for a minute. Sure, we'll do that. Do that for sure for you. I'll do that. Let's fly around the server. We'll have a little fun flying high above the Hermitcraft server. If you guys have any Q&A questions, you can always go hashtag Q&A_Scar. And oh geez, you can always, oh geez. Oh, no, I want my, there we go. You can always go hashtag Q&A. This thing's cool. I like this thing a lot. This DNA strand, so cool. That's really cool. I like that a lot. I don't know. It's mesmerizing. Maybe that's why I like it. I don't know. It's just super mesmerizing. don't know, I could stare at that thing all day for some reason. I don't know why. I just love it. Okay, anyway, let's fly around the server. Let's just see if we can find a Zuma. That's my court cat. That cat keeps an eye on the courthouse while I'm not around. It's important. You got to keep an eye on things. I love Vintage Beast Base. It's so imaginative. I like how, you know, we're all kind of generally doing kind of, well, not everybody, but, you know, a few people doing kind of a Western theme. And I like taking inspiration from the land and incorporating it into the build. And he took, oh geez, he took that to the next level by just creating like a Martian base. I love it so much. It's one of my absolute favorite things on the server. Is that Joe Hill's DNA? I don't know, maybe. Oh, the Octavoid. I haven't been over here for a long time. Oh, this thing's also super beautiful and mesmerizing. Oh, this thing is super cool. Very, very beautiful. Yeah, the server is so much fun just to fly around and see. Oh shoot! Oh no! We're back up. Doesn't count as a scar fail. Doesn't count as a scar fail. But yeah, isn't the server beautiful? Just flying around, taking a look at all the incredible builds. Follow us over here. Oh no, we're going into the. Oh geez, what are we? Oh. I was like, we're going into the squid butt. I don't want to go into the squid butt. All right, back on the chat here. Enough squid butt. I didn't want to fly in the squid's butt, but I did. It's uncomfortable. Let's see. Q&A Scar, would you ever want to design a house in real life? I have designed so many houses, like not real houses, but I mean, I've designed houses that, you know, like in real life houses on paper, blueprints, things along those lines. I've done a ton of that. I love it. I've designed a house I dubbed the Pants House. It was the shape of a pants. Like the two wings of the house were slightly on angles, and then like it just looked like a pair of pants. And I spent so much time designing that thing. Everything was thought out on it. I used a real like kind of a house kind of 3D thing for that too. Ah, wrong end. That's the squid's mouth. That is true. That is true. The altitude got me woozy. I was thinking crazy. The altitude got me woozy. I was thinking crazy time. Oh, speaking of the wonderful Impulse, I gotta send Impulse a message. After stream, I gotta send Impulse a message so we can get together and come up with what we're going to do for his base. We gotta come up with something, right? I gotta know like what he wants to see, and things of that nature so that he can have like a nice landscape in front of his base. Are you good at drawing? Not really. Just competent, maybe at best. But where I'm better at is I'm better at painting, like getting a brush, getting some paints out. I'm better at that than drawing. I've always struggled a little bit with drawing. Maybe it's just I should just practice. Really, when it comes to art, a lot of it's just getting in the right mindset. I just crashed into a giant dollar sign. It's just getting into the right mindset and then just a lot of practice. I mean, you could go to a million different schools and learn a million different things, but when it comes to art, I've always just found is you just got to get down and dirty, my friends. Get down and dirty and just get right into it. And just learn and just not get discouraged. If you get discouraged, and it comes down to Minecraft also, when you're a builder and you get discouraged, it just destroys your confidence and just nothing ever happens. And I would say the same thing with like art and photography for sure. I get super discouraged. Hoagie Build 50 cheers for hashtag squid butt. Yes, I flew into the squid's butt. Thanks, Augie, very much. Wait, what? Make sure you wake up. Wait, oh, did he not want me to sleep? Wait, I'm confused. Make sure you wake up. Wait, I don't know. Did Azuma not want me to sleep?
Welcome aboard the USS Good Times. This is your Captain Scar, and I want to thank you for subscribing.
Kens for the whiz. I love the name, and thank you so much for subscribing. It is great to have you here as a Scar Squad. But let me tell you about the benefits of joining the Scar Squad. You get yourself a Scar Squad super awesome badge. You can use that as a shield against trolls and all sorts of different things. It's amazing. It was a terrible joke. Oh, Zuma, you make me laugh. Zuma, I'm going to help you with Planet Coaster. If you're watching this stream, I need to filter myself. If you're watching this stream, I'm gonna help you because, like I said before, I can't have you not enjoying Planet Coaster because it's the best game. Let me tell you about the Scar Squad benefits. You got yourself your chat badge. You can spam as many jelly emotes in the chat and join us on Discord because we'd love to have you join the community. And if you're free on the 21st at 7 p.m. GMT, you can convert that to your own time zone. You can join us for Hunt the Hermit. And you can hunt me, and you can hunt Azuma. You can hunt us all. Just hunt us for days. We're not gonna go out. We're not gonna go out without a fight, but you can hunt us. All right, how was that fly? Did everybody enjoy the fly? Did everybody enjoy the fly? Ah, jeez. I thought I had scaffolding. Turns out I didn't even have anything. Oh, that's a tree. Oh, that's ground. Is Planet Coaster free? No, Planet Coaster is unfortunately not free. Sometimes you think there's scaffolding in life and there's not. It's a real sad metaphor. Q&A Scar, if you and all the hermits were starving on a desert island, who would you eat first? I don't know. I don't know who I'd eat first. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I have no idea who I'd eat first. Wow. It's sad. Who would I eat first? Oh my gosh, I don't know. I guarantee you nobody would want to eat me. I don't have a lot to offer. What about Hunt the Hermit? Wait, what about Hunt the Hermit? Oh, did you not hear? Hunt the Hermit? That's right. Hunt the Hermit is back. Hunt the Hermit is on the 21st of this week, right? And it is at 7 p.m. GMT. There's going to be way more information in the Scar Discord, so definitely check it out after I finish streaming. And yeah, we're very excited about that. So I'm going to have a link for you guys to go to, and you'll sign up via that link, and then we're going to be rocking. That's right, we're going to be rocking. We're having good times all around. It's going to be amazing. Scar, are you going to watch the Wells? What are we going to watch Wells do? Are we going to watch Wells sleep? Are we going to watch Wells? What are we going to do? I'm confused. Oh, Wells is streaming. What? I don't know what was going through my head. Like, the last thing that possibly came to my mind was that Wells was streaming. I was like, I don't know what I'm going to watch Wells do. Yeah, I always watch Wells. When I can, I watch Wells. When I can, I watch the Wells not streaming. Wells is a good streamer. Lachlan boy, welcome to the stream. It's great to have you back. Hopefully you are having a wonderful day. We're having a great time today. Aren't we having a great time in the chat? If we're having a great time in the chat, throw it in there. You're having a great time. Because we're having a great time. I'm having a great time. If you guys aren't having a great time, well, that makes me sad. And we gotta fix that. We got 318 super duper awesome, wonderful people today. And I just want to thank each and every one of you for coming out. We still got a little more to go here. But I just want to stop here and just thank you guys for coming out. I appreciate that. Wish I wouldn't fall off the scaffolding every 5 minutes, but what is going on? I swear, guys, I really swear I'm a good flyer. Please, 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 please understand I'm good at flying. Please understand that I'm a good flyer. I need you guys to understand that, please. Can everyone please understand that I'm a good flyer? No Planet Coaster. Would you guys like to see a Planet Coaster stream? Do we want to go overtime and stream some Planet Coaster when we're done with this? Or we could do a Planet Coaster stream maybe tomorrow. If I make a Hermitcraft video in the early part of the day and it's successful and it doesn't take 6 hours to make, I could do a Planet Coaster stream tomorrow. Because I think if I went over like 2 hours today, my music died. Let me fix that for you guys. Oh, never mind. I lied. Don't listen to me. I lie about things. No, I don't, but it's just a thing. Sorry. This has been a fun stream. I've really enjoyed this. Wells Night can do streaming well, but Wells Night is only stream. Wait, I'm sorry. I read your comment so poorly. I'm so sorry. My dyslexia went on overdrive there for a second. I don't know if anybody has that problem, but sometimes, like when I look at the comments, sometimes, like if I'm building and I'm thinking and doing all of those things at once, and I look over at the chat, and my brain like jumps between words. Like I'll read like this comment, I'll go Coaster Planet fulfilled dreams. And it's like, that's not at all what you wrote. You put Planet Coaster fulfilled my lifetime dreams. It's like, that's like the best case scenario of like my dyslexia. It's rough. It's rough. It's fine. All right, this music is kind of a downer. This music's kind of a downer. We're switching it up. We're going live. But I'm switching it up here. We're going to switch it to something else. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. Let's see. Have you played Roller Coaster World? Looks really bad. I have played Roller Coaster World, and it was not fun. It was not fun. And I don't know what it was, really. I think the problem was that the people just don't have the passion, and it's something this is kind of loud. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that was so loud. I really apologize. I had another Spotify tab with much higher volume. Sorry. Oh, let's see. We got a little bit of cheer for a dance party. Sorry about that. It was a little loud. The dance party got a little overzealous here. I apologize. But like I'm sorry. So loud. It's probably is still too loud, to be honest with you. Probably something like that, guys. Is that okay? I think that's probably decent. Where were we? Oh, we were talking about Roller Coaster World. So, passion, things like that. It's such a huge thing with me. You see this with especially in products. You see things made and built and stuff like that, and it's purely for like, I don't know how to phrase this appropriately. When I see a product made by somebody and it's made with so much thought and care, like that's the only, like, yes, that person might be selling the thing, but they need to have food, they need to eat or whatever. But if they didn't have to, they'd still be doing that. I love people that would be doing something like if like a craft or something like that just put passion into what they do. And to me anyway, I find the people who did Planet Coaster, I feel like they had a passion for it. They understood it. They loved it. They put a lot of thought, a lot of time, a lot of energy into it. Whereas Planet Coaster or the Roller Coaster World, I feel like it was just a cash grab. They had an IP, a popular IP, and they're like, let's make a half, you know what game, and we'll just see how much money we can wrangle in. And it's really unfortunate. That is a sacred brand to me, is the roller coaster brand. And I feel like they really soiled it with like a really poorly built game. I feel like somebody up at the top was just like, hey man, remember that roller coaster game that made us so much money and that people loved so much? Let's make another one, but all that energy, time, and passion you guys want to put it, nah, just make something real quick and we'll just throw it up there and it'll be whatever. And it's frustrating. I just hate that style of game where you see somebody just made something for just purely to make money, not something to make somebody happy, somebody to enjoy the experience, and then in the end make money. Because I feel like in my life, and this is just my opinion, is that actually it just disappeared out of my mind. I'll try to find it real quick. But when I go about life, is I try my best. And with anything I do is the first thing is it has to be enjoyable to you, and it has to be enjoyable to the other person, like something like you're passionate about. Like just to go and just purely go and make money, like I just don't find any fun or any interest in that. Like it's got to be something that I'm interested in. Like I wouldn't, like if I was looking for a job and it paid like crud, but I loved it every second of it and I was incredibly passionate about it, I'd do that for sure. Because that's, I don't know. I'm not very coherent, like I said before. I'm kind of all over the place today. Not like stringing together very good sentences. Today has been a poor sentence day. Like I said before, I don't have the best words on Twitch. I need to work on that. But I don't know. I'm not making a lot of sense. But I just find that the people who made Planet Coaster, They had some passion behind it. It wasn't just something they were doing just to make money. They were doing something to make something really cool. And this is what it is. When you're in life, do something you love. And if money follows, I love that saying, if money follows, then that's all right. And that's truly, like, in my opinion, how I like to live my life. Like if money follows, then that's fine. But That shouldn't be your number one driver. I always think of like a quote too from Walt Disney was like, I like to make money so I could make the next thing. Like that's a cool way of looking at it. Like I want to make something really cool, but I also need to make money so I can make the next cool thing. Like that's a great way of also looking at stuff. Like, yeah, I need to make this money so I can make the next movie. I can hire that extra group of animators so I can then make that incredible vision that I have inside of my head. I don't know. I'm not very good with my words today, so I apologize. Frontier is amazing with the. See, I told you, I'm very poor with my words. Frontier is amazing with their work. They do mistakes, all that stuff. Yes, Frontier made some mistakes with Roller Coaster 3. I didn't really like Roller Coaster 3 super duper much, but they've totally redeemed themselves 110 times over with Planet Coaster. Planet Coaster is just such an amazing game. I love it every minute of it. I just hope they continue to work on it. That's what I love. Look at Minecraft, guys. Frontier, love you a long time. Love ya. You're my bros, but you gotta do what Minecraft did. Just throw your players a bone every once in a while. Give them some extra content. Don't charge them for everything. Like I said before, I don't mind if you charged me for an expansion pack and it had a bunch of new content in it. But why not just throw your viewers every once in a while a couple new items? Just a couple of things here, a couple of things there, a new roller coaster. That's how you keep a community alive. You treat them well, Some people like to, contribute. Maybe they want to buy the expansion pack. Maybe somebody doesn't want to, but would like to still continue to play and throw them extra like accessory or something like that. That's what I hope they do. You need to make money to make money. It's true. As long as making money isn't your number one drive, as long as you're also thinking about the product, making sure it's the absolute best it can possibly be. And then, if money falls, then that's awesome. Oh, jeez. Fallen. Yeah, I wish I could explain that a little bit better, but sometimes it's hard on a stream. Sometimes you can, string words together very well, but sometimes you can't. People always ask, why do you get so derpy when you stream? And generally, I'm already a derpy person, but what happens is you're doing a lot of stuff. You're building. So you're doing that. You're trying to build. You're trying to string together conversations, and then you're also trying to make sure the stream's going. All that good stuff. Making sure the audio's good. Making sure the video's still up. Monitoring the chat. Seeing what you guys are doing. You're literally at your maximum capacity. Your brain. You open your task manager and you're rolling at 100%. Your memory banks are full. Your CPU is at 100%. That's why people get derpy when they stream. They're doing so many things. Like when people stream, generally, your average streamer, we don't have like a crew of people working. There's nobody like in the background, like monitoring like the CPU, monitoring the this, that, and the other thing. Yeah, we have amazing mods, which truly wouldn't be able to do what we do without them. But like general stuff on my side, it's all me. I'm like a one-man band back here. And so you got to monitor a lot of stuff. So that's why sometimes, like if you see a streamer get a little derpy on a stream, that's why. He's just doing a lot of stuff at once and their brain is like at maximum load. I see something about Tower of Terror. Thoughts of Tower of Terror closing and the community of hate Disney's getting. Yeah, so I put together a pretty strong argument on why I dislike the change. I don't know if that's an archived footage or not on Twitch, but I put together a really great thing about that. I very much disagree with the choice to bring Guardians of the Galaxy as a replacement to the Tower of Terror. Tower of Terror is just a fantastic attraction. An attraction, not just a ride that is, it's not just a good ride, but it's a ride that ties the park together. It ties together Hollywood land. It ties together the California theme. All of those little things that help tell a story within the park. Yes, maybe Guardians of the Galaxy is popular, and I get that and all those things. But Guardians of the Galaxy, I guarantee you, in 10 years is going to be an afterthought. People are going to remember it like, oh, yeah, remember when the Marvel movies came out? They're really fun to watch and all that stuff. Yeah, good. Great movie. Liked it a lot. Should it be an attraction at a Disney park? Maybe. But should it replace an attraction that was like a storytelling attraction that not only was an attraction but like a monument, if you will, to the park, like a big piece of the park's story? And it's a really unique attraction in the way that it's a spooky attraction. California Adventure does not have a Haunted Mansion. It does not have anything spooky, whereas the Haunted Mansion was spooky. It had an incredible atmosphere. Go inside the lobby of that attraction. It's probably one of the greatest themed achievements in like theme park industry. It's an incredible attraction. Like, if you don't know what I'm talking about, search it on YouTube and you'll see this very beautiful Art Deco style lobby, just decked out, incredible design. That's all going to go, and it's going to be turned into what I call just a quick and easy buck. It kind of goes back to what I was saying before, is I think this whole reason they're doing this is just to make money. And it's not, I don't know. I just find that the Twilight Tower of Terror is something that's been around for like 60 years and is still popular to this day. Maybe not as popular as Guardians of the Galaxy at this moment, but I guarantee you that Twilight Zone will continue to live on, whereas the Guardians of the Galaxy is something that, it'll probably be gone. That attraction won't be able to live like the length that a Twilight Zone Tower of Terror could. It's disappointing. It's very disappointing. Scar, vampires, or werewolves. That's a great segue. I used to have an irrational fear of vampires. I don't know why. I don't really have that anymore. When I was a young Scar, I was horrified of vampires. Not a vampire guy. I'm super scared of vampires. I don't know why, but I was terrified of vampires. But not so much anymore. But I might go with that werewolf. I like the werewolf. Let's see. There is like a Hollywood theme park, like Disney World, I think. I'm scared of aliens. Yeah, aliens aren't scary, my friend. Aliens aren't scary. Aliens are awesome, dude. Flying around, they're silver saucers. Do you guys believe there is aliens? I don't know if they fly around in silver saucers or not, but I have a hard time believing that this gigantic world, gigantic universe doesn't have a little something. Maybe it's just maybe it's just a little germ. Maybe it's just a little like thing swimming around. But there's got to be something out there, right? This is a strange theory. I heard this one recently that said that we are the first. We are the first like we're the first like sentient being or something like that, and we are now the ones that's going to like start colonizing like the universe or whatever and stuff along those lines, which is kind of sad if that's true. That'd be sad. I hope it's not. I hope that's not true. I hope there's some aliens out there. Will we meet them in our lifetime? Probably not, but it could be kind of awful if we are the first and we're the ones who are gonna start like colonizing the universe. That'd be kind of disappointing. Are you an X-Files fan? I never watched the X-Files. My dad loved the X-Files. He watched every episode of that. I just never got into it. Never did. I probably should have. Probably would have loved it. But I just never quite got into it. Scar, let's see. What about Bob Ross? What are we talking about? I saw some Bob Ross talk in the chat. I love Bob Ross. Good guy, important guy. It's a shame. It's a shame he's not with us anymore. But his memory lives on. I think he's a good guy. He definitely, I think, brought a lot of good to Twitch. Definitely brought a lot of good to Twitch. A lot of people enjoy the. A lot of people enjoy that. Oh, jeez. I wish I could fly. I wish I could. I swear I could fly. Guys, believe me, I can fly when I'm not online, when I'm not streaming. I can. This is just really aggravating. Watch this, guys. Watch this. There we go. It's way too many rockets. Bob Ross's Happy Little Trees. That's right. Happy little trees. But there we go, guys. We got a really good start on that hill. I'm super happy with the way that's starting to come out. A lot more work to do on that thing. But we're getting there. All of our little projects are starting to come together here. And I'm very happy about that. Like I said, this season's not going anywhere anytime soon. But I realized if I don't get to these projects now, I'm going to forget about them. And then the day that this season ends, I'm going to be like, oh, I had so many more projects I wanted to do. And that's what I want to get all of these little things done. Like the landscaping down here, we finally finished. Getting these cliffs to start to look fairly decent. And getting our tunnel here, our dark, dark, spooky tunnel built. And all of those different things are starting to come together. And yeah, we can finally, at least one day when the season does end, we can be like, yeah, we finished all those projects. Because when this world does go up to download and you guys get to go on here and explore and see all the cool things that everyone's built, I don't want you guys to come over to my base and be like, oh, this is like half built. Oh, Scar didn't even do that section over there. Oh, what a noob. But when is season 4 ending? Not for a long time, my friend. There's a lot of amazing and wonderful projects for me and every other hermit still to do and to get excited about. But today when it does end, I want it, like I said, I just want to make sure these are all done so that you guys see like a fun and cool, base to explore and hopefully give you some inspiration for your own builds. But like I said, not anytime soon. Just want to finish these so that when the day comes, I have not forgotten about them. Because I totally had been forgetting about them. Totally forgetting about them. But guys, I want to thank you guys so much for coming out today. It's an absolute pleasure, as always, to stream for you guys. And to everybody who came out, hung out, put your hands behind your back, and enjoyed the stream, thank you so much. For everybody who contributed to the chat and all that stuff, thank you so much. You guys are a huge part of my enjoyment of the stream, giving me lots of good topics to talk about. That's a huge thing that I enjoy about the stream, is our interaction together. All the mods, thank you so much, as always. Couldn't do this without you. And guys, the support on the subscriptions, the resubscriptions, thank you so much. So very, very, very much. And remember, on the 21st, Hunt the Hermit. It's going to be amazing. If you're a subscriber, you sign up, okay? Sign up. But yeah, thank you guys so very much. Let's find somebody to raid. And as we're looking for somebody to raid, if you're new here and you haven't yet followed, definitely hit the follow button. And of course, if you're already following, I'll give you something else you could do. I'll give you something else you guys can do, and it's kind of amazing. Check out today's video on Hermitcraft. We finished Wells Knight's amazing cave project, and it's finally done. Finally done. Patreon, yes, it's coming. Don't worry, it's on its way. All right, let's see who we can raid here. Let's take a looky. I'm looking for people to raid. Wait, why is you said Wells was on, right, guys? I don't see any Wells Knights. Oh, there's Wells Knight. Why wasn't it showing up? Why does he not show up right there?
Put it right here.
Wait, Wells is streaming right now?
There's almost enough space right here.
On the server?
But
When did Wells join? Wells is online. I had no idea Wells Knight was on. I had no idea. We got so caught up in what we were doing today. Let's go kill Wells. No, just kidding. Let's go bug Wells real quick, and then we'll raid him. Okay, everybody, we're gonna bug Wells real quick, and then we're going to raid him. I saw him over here real quick. Where was he? Where did he go? Oh no, he's gone. Guys, where'd he go? Where'd he go? I want to find him. Where'd he go? I knew he was right here somewhere. Where'd he go? He was showing off your work in his base. Yeah, but I just saw him. He was right here. Oh, well, we lost Wells. Guys, we lost Wells. I don't know what we're going to do. That Christmas tree needs to get taken down. It's past Christmas, guys. All right, well, that's disappointing. I wanted to find the secret Wells and pretend I was going to kill him, but I wasn't, because that would be mean. All right, guys. That's it. We're done with the stream. We might have a stream this weekend. We might stream some Planet Coaster over the weekdays. I think it might. He's near you. He's near me. He's in the courthouse. Oh, he's in the courthouse. Okay. This is the third time I've tried to end the stream. But remember, like I said, if you haven't yet followed the stream, hit that follow button. And of course, if you're not following me yet on the YouTubes, definitely head over there. Oh, come on. This is all broken. I got to redo that. Definitely do so. We got amazing videos constantly. What? That's a zombie, guys. That's a zombie. That's not Wells. Guys, come on. Well, Wells isn't green. Guys, Wells is not green. He's not green, guys. He's not green. Is he in my storage room? No, I don't have a bed in there. Okay, all right, that's it. We're going to raid wells. Can we get the raid the wells in the chat? Can we get the raid in there? If I can find it, I'll throw it in there real quick. Oh, we failed at that. We failed at that. I just want everybody to know that Wells isn't green. It's very important that that everybody understands that Wells is not green. Quick. All right.
In chat, they'd vote for poor Mumbo.
Wait, I've got him. Wait. No, I have to leave. I was gonna go and attack him, but I can't. I gotta go. Okay, guys, go raid the wells. Go raid the wells. Go love up the wells. Go tell him he's not green. Hashtag, guess what? Wells isn't green. Go. Hashtag Wells is not green. And yeah. Okay. Like I said 1,000 times, love you all, and we'll see you next time.